Hi, I'm Art. Today I'm going to show you how to make a screen for separating worms from finished compost. Now, we got our worms from Uncle Jim's worm farms a few months ago. Over the winter time we've been feeding them, they've been growing and multiplying, and now we're ready to harvest our finished compost. Now to do that we'll make a screen. The screen is of this material. It's called hardware cloth. This is a 1/4 inch size. You can use an 1/8 of an inch, but a 1/4 inch is sufficient for separating your worms, and it also separates any debris left over, or unfinished compost, sticks, stuff like that. This is the materials that we got. Anything like that, anything similar to that will work. For the frame itself, I'm using this 1-inch pine, some scrap that I had lying around. It's about 2.5 inches wide. 3/4 of an inch through, and I cut these to size to make a 20-inch frame. That's because my screening here is 24 inch, and that'll give me a little overlap on the sides of it. For tools, I got these Aircraftsman shears for cutting the screen. My handy air gun for doing the nailing and stapling. I'm going to staple the screening on, and some glue, stuff like that. Simple stuff that you've probably got lying around the house. Okay, here's for the frame then. Lay them out like that. Make sure you get the short sides on the right end. Okay, so now I'm going to put together the frame. Line them up, make sure you've got the short sides on the right side, so it's all nice shaped. A little bit of glue on the end here. Stabilize everything. Line them up. I guess you don't really need the glue, but I got in the habit of doing it. Holds everything a little bit better. Okay, so that's the frame put together. Set that aside. This is our hardware cloth. Just set that on there, make sure of the sizes of these things. We've got it so the overlap is quite nice. 24 inch, so I'm going to measure 24 inches on the cloth here. Mark it so. Okay, that's all cut now. Put that aside. Putting the frame down, face down on the screen, on the cloth. Looks like the size is nice. It's going to come up on the edges properly. Next is a little job to cut the cloth so it'll fit properly. Now, I don't know, can you come right in here? see what I'm doing? I'm cutting across at 45 degrees from the corner of the cloth to the corner of the frame. That's so that when we wrap it, it's just going to come up nice and clean like that. I'll do these two first. And then staple up the open side here. Need to change the staples, okay? Okay, so now we staple up the first side here. Just pull the screening up to make sure that your staple straddles the one of the wires. And in there. Fold this end over here, just one to hold that down. Same this other end. Okay, and then just continue like that with the rest of the sides. And there's our completed screen. A little room in it for the dirt. Shake it over a container. The finished compost falls through and the worms stay on top.